Kia ora and welcome to a new video from NZ Pocket Guide. Today I'm going to walk you through the first week of your working holiday visa and go day by day and get you sorted in only 7 days. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so on day one, you're going to be landing in New Zealand and having to deal with the jet lag. So let's not overcrowd your day with too many things to do, and let's keep it simple. The first thing you're going to be needing to do is to get a proof of address in order to apply for a bank account later in the week, and also an IRD number, which will allow you to work in New Zealand later on. So just ask for a proof of address from your accommodation providers, as well as go do some food shopping so you are able to eat. I mean, that's the basics, right? And make sure that you keep your food shopping light, as you're going to get shopping again later on during the week. All right, so day two, you're going to need to get yourself a phone number in New Zealand and book a bank appointment. So get yourself a New Zealand SIM card, sort it out with credit on there. There is a lot of prepay options and we cover all of that on the site. So if you want to know more, just check that out. And get a New Zealand local phone number. Also, call the bank and book an appointment in order to open a bank account. Those are the two things that you need to do on day two. On day three, well, you're going to be able to open your bank account because you booked your appointment the day before. And once that is done, you'll be able to get started on your IRD paperwork in order to apply for an IRD number. The IRD number will allow you to work and pay taxes in New Zealand, so it's quite important. So make sure that you take your time to do the paperwork correctly. Plus, since your bank account is open, you can start on your money transfer, making sure that you'll be able to send some funds from back home to New Zealand in order to pay for your first few months in the country. Okay, so we are already on day 4 of your working holiday in New Zealand, and there you'll be able to apply for your IRD number. You've completed your applications and have dropped it off in the in the local post shop. You also will be able to apply for a Kiwi Access card. It's a great tool during a working holiday in New Zealand, as it will allow you to prove your age when going to bars and restaurants without having to carry your passport with you. Always having a secondary piece of ID is always very handy. Plus, now you are able to go shopping since you have a local bank card. Alright, we are on day 5 of your working holiday in New Zealand, and this is when you start planning your trip. You need to sort out your transportation. Should you decide to buy a used car in New Zealand, or book a bus tour, or even just start booking bus tickets to go to the next city. It's important to sort out how you're going to want to travel in New Zealand and get it done early. On day 6, take some time to relax. You just arrived in a brand new country and a brand new city. So before leaving Auckland, which I'm assuming most of you are going to be arriving in Auckland, make sure to explore the city. Check out Mount Eden, go up the Sky Tower, or even better, hop on a ferry and head to Rangitoto Island, which is one of my favorite things to do in Auckland. Just treat yourself on day 6. You've just arrived in New Zealand. Explore it and have fun. Finally, on day 7, now that you've decided which transportation you want to take and you took a day to kind of relax and also just, sometimes it's good to have a day to think over things, it's time for you to book your accommodation, or your transportation, or go buy your vehicle. It's time for you to get going. Now on day 7, once you have sorted your transportation, you will know when you'll be able to leave Auckland and get started on your working holiday. But the good thing is you've done all the paperwork and you're ready to start working and exploring New Zealand. Alright, so that's everything that I have for you today. There is much more for you on nzpocketguide.com, including a full article with much more details about each of those days. So make sure to check it out. And the whole team is joining me in wishing you the best gap year ever in New Zealand.